Hello, my name is Kelechi Nwosu and I'm president of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, AAAN. I'm here to talk about the APCON reforms, which I'm sure a lot of you colleagues and practitioners are aware of. We'll just dig a little bit deeper into it and understand it a little more. Thank you. The highlights of advertising reforms are threefold. One is about the code, the advertising code, which has been reviewed. The second one is about the proclamation, which deals with the issues of licensing. And the third one is about reviewing the Establishment Act of APCON. I'll dwell a little bit more on the three of them. On the first one, concerning the code, the highlights of the code revision talk to the promotion of local content, cultural heritage, encouraging the use of Nigerian models, voiceovers, and productions, discouraging the use of foreign models. The second part of that revision is about moderating foreign practitioners. They must be licensed to practice here in Nigeria. And it also began the era of corporate license and asking practitioners to practice within the confines of a recognized organization. Now, on the second part, which is the proclamation by the APCON Council concerning licensing, it talks about formal introduction of a corporate license regime that requires different specializations to obtain a license. For instance, if you're an outdoor practitioner, you obtain a license for out-of-home practice. If you're a media independent, you get a license for media planning and buying. If you're a full service agency, you get a license for creative, media planning, buying, and brand management. And if you're a brand consultant, you get a license for other brand management services, including design and other things that are required in the industry, and that part of the industry. The second part of the proclamation is that agencies were classified into foreign and national agencies with clear, defined ownership structures. There was also a method of application that was stated for all agencies applying for the license. There's a window A, which is for agencies that belong to the sectoral group, and there's a window B for organizations not affiliated to any sectoral group. Then, fourth part of this proclamation also talks about individual practitioners must practice within the confines of a recognized organization. The third part of this highlights of these reforms are that APCON is working with the Ministry of Information and the National Assembly to review the Establishment Code Act in line with the recommendations of the Council. This work is ongoing and we should see the fruit of it very soon. The reforms will standardize the practice and business of advertising in the country, ensuring that only qualified practitioners and organizations engage in the practice of advertising. Of course, it will ensure a much more profitable business environment for everybody, a better defined relationship for clients, agencies, and the media owners, and will also ensure that all organizations engage in fair, efficient, and orderly practice of advertising business. The result you get is a better regulated advertising industry with growth and more taxes for government, increased employment and investment, improved creativity, and more rapid technological innovation and support. All organizations listed in the advertising code that engage in the business and practice of advertising for the purpose of gains and profit shall be licensed by APCON. All advertising agencies will have to apply for and obtain practice license from APCON to legalize the operations of advertising agency. Each agency organization shall have its area of specialization defined, which shall be the basis and scope of license granted to such agency or organization. Media independent organizations, for instance, will be granted license for media planning and buying only. Outdoor agencies will be granted license to own and manage outdoor sites, while full-fledged agencies shall be granted license for media planning and buying, creative and brand management. A licensed agency must operate within the scope of license granted to such an organization. The concerned organization will be required to set up a new firm and register the new firm that is intended to offer the new designated services. That is, if an advertising agency intends to conduct the business of an outdoor agency, such advertising agency must set up a new outdoor agency and obtain an outdoor business license from APCON to legally practice the outdoor business. If For instance, another instance, client or an advertiser, XYZ Limited, intends to buy media or own an in-house agency. Such advertiser must set up an independent organization for the specialized business, either as a media planning or buying agency, or a full-fledged agency, or as an outdoor business, and obtain license for the operation of the newly set up organization. Operating any advertising services without corporate license have become illegal with effect from January 1st, 2013. Advertisers are excluded from the license regime. Media owners, broadcast and print are also exempted from the license, as broadcast media is currently regulated by NBC, National Broadcasting Commission, and print media by the Nigerian Press Council. Advertising organizations are now classified as follows: the national agency and the foreign agency. Any shareholding of 74.9% and above, up to 100% by Nigerians, qualify an agency as a national agency, while 25.1% and above by foreigners qualifies an agency as a foreign agency. APCON will operate two windows for business registration and licensing. Window 1 is for organizations within the recognized sectoral groups. They will ask for reference letters from their sectoral bodies, and APCON will issue them licenses if they are suitable. Window 2 is for organizations outside the sectoral groups. There is a full provision for them to apply, but they have to go to APCON to get those details. All practitioners engaged in the practice of advertising and advertising services must be registered and certified to practice by APCON. All illegal practitioners will be arrested and prosecuted with effect from January 1st, 2013. Advertising practitioners must practice within a recognized organization. A practitioner shall not engage in a designated area of specialization except the firm of practitioners in which he or she is engaged is licensed to carry on business in such areas. As against the previous practice, which requires individual practitioners to present materials for vetting, the new regime requires that only advertising agencies licensed to do creative or buy media are eligible to present materials for vetting, with effect from 1st January 2013. All illegal practitioners and organizations that engage in the practice and business of advertising will be prosecuted with effect from January 1, 2013, and have been prosecuted actually. A foreign practitioner shall be welcome to practice the profession in Nigeria. However, such practitioners shall be certified and licensed by APCON. The new requirements for foreign practitioners' engagement are available at the APCON Secretariat. The reform represents the most significant professional changes to our practice framework and business relationship. The reform will bring sanity into the industry, which is suffered due to unethical conduct and weak legal framework. All sectoral groups are in agreement with these reforms. We believe that these reforms will improve our industry, improve the business community, and the people of Nigeria. Thank you.